My name is Runyon, and I'm a research assistant professor at the University of Arizona with the Andrew Weil Center for Integrative Medicine. And what I do is a lot of research where we look at human sweat to try to understand what we can learn from that. We can learn about somebody's stress, their performance in life, their nutrition, etc. There are many things that I enjoy about working with the Andrew Weil Center for Integrative Medicine and the team and the people here. I enjoy my colleagues the most, honestly. I enjoy the camaraderie that I have with people. I enjoy being in a position where I get to learn and experience lots of different aspects, from business to marketing to science to understanding how we impact people's lives, both locally here in Tucson, across the nation, and across the world. Specifically about my job, what I really like is the ability to be creative and think deeply about what I'm investigating. I want people to be curious. If you're doing research and you get results and you write up your results, I'm curious, and I want others to be curious about, asking follow-up questions. What happens if we change this experimental parameter? Or what happens if we take this data to a completely different audience to see what they might think of it? I want people to have grit. I value having grit, and that's perseverance and determination to keep going. There's a lot of failure in experiments. What we see in publications and what we see that's presented to the public is often the success stories. Behind that, there's a lot of experiments that didn't go right, a lot of ideas that sort of fell through, and so it's grit and perseverance that really keeps you going. I think in my position, the most important academic skill is writing and communication. You have to be able to explain your ideas. You have to be able to communicate results. Equally as important is to be able to talk about what you're doing. Scientists don't just sit in the lab. They go out and they talk about their work. So it's important to be able to develop the skills to stand in front of people and talk about what you're doing. And probably a third academic skill is the ability to respond to criticism, because people are going to challenge you on what you do. So I think if I could give any advice, it would be to explore the things that you like. Keep an open mind. Realize that you can like multiple things at one time, and you can eventually potentially tie them together as you move forward. Figure out what works best for you and what's going to bring you the most enjoyment in your own career.